everybody. My name is Karen, and this is one of my very first videos. So I'm not used to making these as everyone else is. I'm going to try to make this as short and sweet as possible, just for informational purposes only. I don't want a long, drawn-out video. And I'm not in the camera right now because it's late at night, and I'm not appropriately dressed. I'm in my jammies. So I just wanted to share this with you, what I'm doing for myself right now. I have a bit of a cold, and I need an immune system boost and something to help with my lungs right now, because I'm coughing and I'm congested and I have sinus problems. So I thought I would just share with you what I'm going to do for myself to make myself well. So I have a pot of water going on right now on the stove, and I use purified water, or you can use distilled water, but I don't like using tap water. I like to use the purest form. So while that's heating up, it's probably going to whistle in a minute, I would just like to share with you the ingredients first that we're going to be using for our immune system boost and our lung health. And this is going to be called, what I call it is a super infusion tea. Because when you have a tea, and a lot of people, here I'll show you, they have tea bags. This is organic turmeric and meadow sweetened ginger. And this comes from the store here. So a lot of people do this, and then they'll put it in their hot water in their cup, you know, about 6 to 8 ounces, and they'll let it steep for about 15-20 minutes. Well, there's not a whole lot of herbs in the tea bags. And then you're not steeping that long, so you're not getting the benefits from your herbs. You're not getting what you're thinking you're getting. You're getting less than 1% of the properties of the herbs. So what I like to do, if I do use a bag like that, I will put it normally in a mason jar, a small one. A pint jar is like a cup. You could do that, put the lid on it, and I let it steep in that boiling hot water for 6 to 8 hours and pull the properties out. I can hear this is getting ready to whistle in a second here. But anyway, I'm not sure if you can read this or not, but this is my paper. Oh. And this is, try to get it in there because I'm behind the camera, immune system and lung health, and I call it a super infusion tea. And the reason why is because I let it steep in the mason jar at least 6 to 8 hours to pull the properties out of it, and that way I'll get all the properties out of those ingredients. And so what I'm doing tonight to help myself with my immune system and my lung health, I have nettle leaf, 1 tablespoon, mullein, and marshmallow, chamomile, wormwood, holy basil, echinacea, lemon balm, raspberry leaf, and elderflowers. And then you see I have 1 tablespoon of just about everything except for the mullein. I have 5 tablespoons of that. So I put it in a glass bowl. And let's see if you can see that, but that's my loose leaf herbs right there, and I mix them up in the bowl. So the next step is going to be get this is a 1 quart mason jar. And as soon as that starts to whistle, I'm gonna get that off the stove so you don't have to hear that. But what I already mixed it all together. So this is a tablespoon, and I'm gonna put 1 tablespoon per cup, and a quart has 4 cups. So I'll take 4 tablespoons. Now you can make that a little stronger if you like, or a little bit weaker if you like. These are all organic herbs that I use, and they're pretty strong. Love them. So right now I have a pretty bad chest cold, so I'm just gonna add 1 more tablespoon. I'll set that off to the side. And also, I'll go ahead and put my honey in there. Now you can add peppermint or spearmint as well to give that little minty flavor. I'm not doing that tonight. I'm just gonna get some honey, and there's usually 1 tablespoon of honey per cup, so I don't measure. I'll just kind of 1, 2, 3, and 4. So a guesstimate, and you can make that to your liking on the sweetness, or you don't have to use honey at all. But when you use 100% raw, pure, unfiltered, organic honey, that has a lot of properties to it, and that's antibacterial and antimicrobial, and that can help you get well as well. So, I'm sorry, I have my tea here in my jar, and this is, you can hear it, it's starting to bubble. It won't be long, we're starting to whistle. Okay, normally I'd let it whistle longer, but because of the video's sake, I'm gonna shut it down quickly so you don't have to hear that. Put a good boil. And then I will pour it in there. And that's 4 cups to a quart. Now what I like to do is I'll stop right around there, and I have a stir stick, you know, like a chopstick or something. This is, I got it from a Chinese restaurant actually, because your herbs float to the top. So I kind of like to get them a little bit stirred in there so they'll start to go to the bottom, so I can get more water in there, the most I can get. And then I pour it to the very tip top. I don't know if you can tell that or not, but it's to the very, very top. And you don't have to do that, I just like to. And then I will put my lid on. Now don't make it too tight because it'll seal. It's boiling and it's hot, so see, it popped, so it's already gonna make a seal. And that wasn't very tight at all. And so what I'll do is I'll leave this on the counter. And you don't want to burn your counter. So put it on a towel or something. I'll leave it on the counter until it's room temperature. And then once it's room temperature, I'll go ahead and put it into the refrigerator and let it cool. And then what I have is going to be the finished product. So we're kind of speeding up a little bit here. So you can use anything you want, but for me right now for this video, I'm just using a glass bowl and a strainer, and I have a cheesecloth. And this is a organic cheesecloth, unbleached, and I got it in a really big roll, and so I just cut it, so that's why it's frayed a little bit. But this is a tea here that I've already had infusing for, I don't know, probably about 10 hours, which you can do 6 to 8 hours to pull the properties out. And this is the same tea. So what I'll do is I'll shake it just a little bit just to move the herbs around. And then I'll go ahead and pour it to strain it. And I forgot to get another jar, so I'll just rinse this one quickly. I don't want the loose herbs in there. So then what you do is you gather your cheesecloth there and you squeeze it out. And you just get every bit of the properties that you possibly can out of it. Get it strained really good. Twist it. Okay. And that way we don't get any of the tea inside of the jar. So then I have a pour. And then I'll just pour it on in here. And then what I'll do after this is I'll go ahead and put it back into the refrigerator and have it when I need it and when I want it. And there you have it. It's a super infusion. This is for immune system and lung health. I have nettle, mullein, marshmallow leaf, chamomile flowers, wormwood, holy basil, echinacea, lemon balm, raspberry leaf, and elderflowers in this. And you see how dark it is. So I've pulled all the properties out of it. And that's my super infusion. And that's loaded with vitamins and minerals. It's antibacterial, antimicrobial, antiviral, the whole 9 yards. So this will help clear up my chest cold and my sinuses and give me that immune system boost that I need right now. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and hopefully you learned something today, and we'll be making some more as I get used to making more videos. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.